Have you ever found yourself utterly captivated by a powerful crime drama, only to wonder if the ruthless boss or cunning enforcer on screen was directly inspired by a real-life figure from history? When it comes to Carmine Galante, the notorious boss of the Bonanno crime family who made headlines in the 1970s, you will not find a major Hollywood movie that directly portrays his life and story under his own specific name. His tale, while incredibly dramatic and impactful, remains largely unadapted as a dedicated biographical film. This might initially surprise you, especially given his significant and undeniably violent role in organized crime during the mid to late 1970s and his notorious ambition to regain absolute control. The primary reason for this absence lies in how Hollywood often approaches the complex world of real criminal figures. Instead of dedicating an entire feature film to the very specific narrative of Galante, whose story primarily revolves around his brutal attempt to seize complete control of the Bonanno family and, critically, to dominate the highly lucrative drug trade, filmmakers often choose a different path. They typically draw inspiration from various powerful mobsters of different eras. They then create compelling composite characters, skillfully blending distinct traits, specific events, and the overall demeanor from several real individuals to serve a broader narrative or to circumvent the strict biographical constraints that come with a direct portrayal. Galante himself was famously known as the cigar-chomping Don for his ever-present cigar, and he led with an old-school, iron-fisted approach that tragically clashed with the rapidly changing and often more clandestine landscape of the American underworld, ultimately sealing his fate. So, while you will not encounter a movie explicitly titled The Carmine Galante Story, you can certainly look for characters in various crime films who embody distinct aspects of his formidable persona. For instance, search for older, exceptionally ruthless mob bosses who are determined to reassert their dominance, particularly those who become deeply involved in large-scale drug trafficking operations, or who meet a dramatic and violent end in a public setting. Pay close attention to figures who seem to belong to an earlier, more traditional, and often more brutal era of the Mafia. These characters frequently clash with younger, more modern, or less visible criminals. Such portrayals might subtly echo Galante's immense power but ultimately ill-fated ambition, giving you a sense of his impact on cinematic storytelling. One of Galante's most infamous and defining ventures was his aggressive attempt to muscle in on the massive heroin trafficking operation known as the Pizza Connection, which unfolded in the late 1970s and early 1980s. His absolutely brutal rise to power and his unwavering, almost obsessive, desire to reclaim the Bonanno family throne after his releases from prison made him a significant target within the criminal underworld. His dramatic and very public assassination in July of 1979 at Joanne Mary's Italian-American restaurant in Brooklyn, while he was calmly eating lunch on the patio, became one of the most iconic and brazen hits in Mafia history. This specific event itself, featuring 3 masked gunmen bursting in and leaving him dead with his signature cigar still clenched between his teeth, has undeniably served as powerful inspiration for numerous cinematic moments of sudden, shocking, and highly public executions throughout crime film history. Ultimately, understanding that real-life figures like Carmine Galante often contribute crucial, impactful elements to fictional characters helps us to truly appreciate the intricate layers of authenticity and narrative depth in crime cinema. While his specific name may not prominently grace a movie poster or opening credits, his formidable presence, his historical impact, and the sheer drama of his life story undoubtedly continue to shape the gritty, often brutal, narratives and character archetypes we see on screen. This perspective offers a deeper and more informed insight into the creative process behind these compelling and enduring stories.